Okay, so today I'm going to be going over another grappling event. This is Pit Submission Series number 2, I guess. The other one was maybe less than a month ago, but they decided to go even bigger this time, and we had just 2 matches here, short and quick. So the first one was Ricky Simon, who is a UFC fighter, and we had Meow, which I thought he was retired, but it seems like he's still doing some matches here. I believe he is actually one of the people involved with making this whole thing happen. This is actually part of the Karate Combat event, but they started doing this Pit Submission Series in some of the, preliminary matches. These are also available for free, I believe, on YouTube, so you can check them out if you haven't. It starts off with them just kind of hand fighting. Zhao quickly pulls guard, Ricky's kind of running around for a while, and eventually Zhao catches him in full guard. Ricky tries to slam him and pull him over to the pit wall, but it doesn't work like he thinks it's going to work. Zhao quickly goes to K-guard and then moves into 50-50. From there, he tries to heel hook him at first, but Ricky actually does a good job of prying the legs away. And then Zhao tries to go into a matrix and take his back, and he's kind of switching between the matrix 70-30 and 50-50. And he eventually sucks his leg in and then switches from 50-50 into the saddle after he makes kind of a play at the back. Once he switches into the saddle, he quickly hooks the heel and gets the heel hook submission. Really nice submission from Meow. I think this happened in probably less than 4 minutes or so. It was a nice one. The next one we have is Craig Jones versus Philip Rowe. So this is a little bit surprising because Craig Jones has a match next week of all things, so I'm not even sure if he has 7 days between these matches. So they start off, Philip Rowe enters, and you tell me, who did this better? Philip Rowe or Craig Jones? Philip Rowe comes in the purple and yellow, kind of like a matador outfit, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. And they have a mariachi band for him, playing, with the trumpets and the guitars and everything. It's actually kind of cool. Then after a while, Philip dances around and everything. Craig comes out, and it's somewhat similar. Craig comes out wearing a poncho and a sombrero, and it actually has the Mexican ground karate stuff on it and the B-team stuff. I don't know if he spent all that money on a sombrero and poncho just for this, but maybe he did. I guess he's doing all right with those BJJ Fanatic sales. So after these super long introductions, they finally get into the match. They slap hands, and they get to work. For about a minute or so, they're doing a lot of hand fighting. I believe Craig Jones went for one single leg that was defended fairly easily. They seem like they're almost feeling each other out. Craig starts to get a little bit more busy and goes into a 2-on-1 or Russian tie. He uses this to push Philip, and he pushes him, and eventually they get to the pit wall. And because the pit wall is inclined, as Craig pushes him, Philip kind of stumbles, and he is laying on that incline of the wall, which is an awkward position. Craig uses this time to jump up for a flying triangle. He locks it up, and after a few seconds, Philip is forced to tap. It was a really beautiful submission, and I believe is one of the only times that the pit has been used to actually set up a submission. I believe Ricky Simon tried to use it against Meow in the last match, but it didn't work for him. But this is the first time I've seen it actually work out when someone uses it for offense. So a nice submission. I believe it was over in about a minute and 30 or a minute and 45 seconds. So both these matches were quick and fun, so check them out if you can. I believe they're for free on Karate Combat YouTube channel, so check that out. There's not many statistics for this. I mean, I was going to show it, but I was like, what really do you want to see? There's a heel hook and a triangle. You need a bar chart or a pie chart for that, really? There's no decisions, and neither one of them are really long. I don't think there's any other moves. I think Meow tried maybe a matrix and a 50-50 sweep, and Ricky Simon tried a double under pass, maybe once or so, maybe a Toriando pass, and that's about it. So I can just tell you what happened there. You don't need any statistics. I will be adding them to the year statistics later, though, but for now, please make sure you subscribe. Next week, I'll be covering 2 events. So one is the Fight Pass Invitational, which has Craig Jones versus Rafael Lovato Jr., Nicky Rod versus Roberto Jimenez, and the last one was Nicholas Marigali and Mateus Denise, which is a little bit of a strange one for me. Also, we have the IBJJF Heavyweight GP, and this one has some good names in it, so I'll be covering these in one video after the Fight Pass Invitational. So this consists of Kynan Duarte, Haysam Rita, Giancarlo Bodoni, Dante Leon, Elder Cruz, Roosevelt Souza, Patrick Gaudiau, and Pedro Hocha. This event looks stacked, and I'm really looking forward to seeing a lot of these people compete. So this should be really good, and check it out with me. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss this. There's also some gi matches on there. Maybe I'll talk about those a little bit, but I'm not adding those to the statistics. But if you want to see Tynan Dalpra, Jamil Hill Taylor, or Andy Murasaki, be sure to check that out. So with that, make sure you subscribe. I said that enough, but do it if you haven't. Give me a thumbs up and leave me any questions or comments down below. But until next time, see you.